What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today, we're taking on Tottenham in the Champions League first knockout round. We're taking them on in both legs in this episode, starting with the away leg. We've played 2 games since that huge couple of wins against Benfica and Porto, and they've been 2 league games and we've won them both. We've scored 9 goals and conceded 1. Things are going pretty well. Started off against Portimonense, beat them 4-0. They did have a sending off after 36 minutes, but we started the game pretty well. We're already 1-0 up. Bruno Thiago went on to get a hat trick. Then Maritimo at home, we beat them 5-1. Inacio with a goal, Cooper with a goal, Nick Cooper. And then Thiago got another couple of goals, and Tabata scored a very nice free kick. So we're playing pretty well, and I want that to continue against Tottenham. And it probably will need to continue against Tottenham. They're not a bad team. I look through their schedule, like they're hanging with the best teams in the Premier League. They beat Liverpool. They beat Arsenal. They drew with Manchester United. Like, they're getting good results, so they're not a bad team. I actually really struggled to decide what formation to go with. Do I go with the 5 at the back that I run against, like, the Man Cities of the world? Or do I just play my style that's working really well, the 4-3-3? Ultimately, I decided on the 4-3-3. So the team we've got for this match is going to be pretty strong. I think it's our first team minus 1 suspension, João Palhinha. Other than that, it's the first team. Luca Carna, Bruno Thiago, Benjamin Sesko. We've got a really balanced front 3 in terms of what they bring to the table. Benjamin Sesko mostly getting assists. He has 13 assists already in the league. Like, he's gotten off to an amazing start as a creator in the league. He's not scoring a bunch of goals, but in the front 3, he's the guy looking for assists at this point. Then you've got the goal scorer, Bruno Thiago. He's still scoring at an amazing rate. He already equaled his goals from last year. 18 appearances, 28 league goals. Not scoring like crazy in the Champions League, but he's missed a few games. 4 appearances, 2 goals. But he is the out-and-out goal scorer. He doesn't get many assists. And then there's Luca Carna, who's kind of like a bit of both worlds. He's the best of both. He's a goal scorer and he's an assister. 13 goals, 9 assists. He does everything. So it's just a perfect front 3 pairing. I'm super happy with the front 3 we've got and the team we've got in general. So obviously they're starting up top. Mateus Nunes and Gonzalez, the midfield pairing. Franjic is going to get a start at defensive midfielder. Weigl can't actually play defensive mid. He can only play center mid, so I didn't feel comfortable playing in a position he doesn't know. And then after that, like Dyer, he's just not that good anymore, so I didn't really feel good playing him. I could have played Dario Asugo, who's got some pretty decent attributes as well. He's a better passer than Franjic, but Franjic a little bit more experienced, a little bit better as a defender, and I thought we kind of needed that. So he's going to get started in the defensive midfield as that anchor man. In the back 4 with goalkeeper is, as to be expected, Lucas Dean, Inacio, Ruan, Gusto, and Harazo. On the bench, Niakate comes in. Still not going to bring Nick Cooper into the bench for a Champions League match just yet. He's done all right when we've given him games, but he's still really young. He's 19 years old. Niakate, like 32, veteran. Trust him a little bit more. Weigl is the backup right back. Bergantia left back. Tabata, I am going to have Dyer on the bench as an option in defensive midfield if I feel like I need to bring on a veteran guy. Sugo also can play that role or can play the advanced playmaker role. And then Oscar Gonzalez. He's been in amazing form. It probably feels hard done by to be dropped for this game, but again, he's young. Sesko is proven. He didn't score in his last game or assist, but every single game before that, pretty much, he scored or assisted in it. He's been in amazing forms, but so that's what's earning the spot on the bench. Otherwise, it could have gone to Thiago Tomas, but I can't drop him completely. But we're going with Sesko. We're going with Thiago. We're going with Carna. Not super sure what to expect today against Tottenham. I don't think we've ever played them before. And, you know, there's kind of a weird team in FM. Like, I've seen them get nearly relegated or get relegated before, and then they're competing in Champions League. So, you know what? It'll be a learning experience. And I'm looking forward to it.
Both teams come into this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff?
I'm anticipating a real struggle. We know how good they are and what it's going to take for us to get something.
Do you think the first goal here will be crucial?
It's nice to start well, and if we can get on the front foot nice and early, all the better.
Sporting CP were impressive last time out against CS Maritimo. How do you carry that form into this match?
I mean, there's a pretty big difference between a league match and a Champions League knockout match, but you know what? I still think the momentum's important. The more we can put together these sorts of performances, the better. We have a highlight almost immediately, 40 seconds in. It's going to be a throw in Nella's left-hand side, and there's some big news. Dusan Vlahovic is playing. There he is. He's injured, but they still know how important this match is. I think they must realize how good we are, because otherwise they probably wouldn't play him, but he is starting. That is not ideal for us. He's really good. A front two of Kane and Vlahovic is a little terrifying. And this is going to be their highlight. Looks like 2.5 minutes in. The first highlight didn't come to anything, but now Tottenham are looking to build from the back. They also have a former player of ours, Pedro Porro. I would love to have gotten him. Like, he was available at one point from Manchester City. We just couldn't afford him. So he's at Tottenham. He's been there ever since. Harry Kane, now's the ball in the box. Going to go back for Marcio. He's also come from Portugal. I believe he was at Benfica, and he's become like a world-class fullback. He's actually a right back, though. So he's kind of playing out of position. And now we're going to look to attack. We intercepted the ball. Now Bruno Thiago has a man in the box, but only one. He's going to find him, though. Luka Karna puts it just wide. I got to pause this here. We've had a highlight immediately. Since then, nothing. But look at our match stats. It seems like it happens every single year in the Champions League. We absolutely dominate first halves, but we don't see anything from it. 12 shots, 6 on target. They don't have a shot. And yet, we haven't seen a single highlight of us actually attacking their goal from after 2 minutes in. And it's going to go into halftime 0-0. And it probably shouldn't. Once again, we don't get anything from a half. We absolutely dominate. This can't keep happening, especially in this competition. You cannot afford to completely dominate a half of football and get absolutely nothing from it. Because teams that are good enough to make it to this level will make you pay. So we're going to have to be on our game in the second half. We're going to have to be even better. We're going to have to create these chances and put them away. Otherwise, Tottenham will get a few, and they will score them. All right, first highlight of the second half, 55 minutes in. A little bit have actually gone in our favor. They've actually had to take off Dusan Vlahovic. I don't think he got injured anymore, but it's just, I think he just couldn't go on. So he's now no longer on the pitch, and we might be going 1-0 up, except Pedro Gonçalves hits it directly at the goalkeeper. He had the entire goal to shoot for, and he hit it to the only place the goalkeeper was. You're going to see this corner, though. Mateus Nunes has taken it. It's going to go far post, and Chilwell's going to head it away. He's also come on as a sub, and Heung-min Son's going to get to this. Like 37-year-old Heung-min Son. Fortunately, he can't find the ball through to Nicolas Gonzalez. But there's going to be another highlight just afterwards. Throw in for Tottenham this time. Gonzalez, the substitute for Vlahovic, is going to find Son, but it should be an easy save for Harazo. Hopefully, we can turn that into an attack. See if we'll build off in the back here. Obviously, we're playing a little bit differently than we normally do. We're not playing our possession style, but we're still looking to build from the back. Ruan is going to go out wide to Gusto. He's on a yellow. He's got to be a little bit careful, but he's still too good for me to take him off. Bruno Thiago, he is the goal scorer in this team, but everyone else can too, including Sesko, but not if he hit the post. We have continued to absolutely dominate this match, but we just cannot score. We have 20 shots and 0 goals. Goal kick for Tottenham now. They're going to play out from the back. Demiral, both their center backs on yellows. That is worrying if you're Tottenham. Sons finds the ball, but it's going to go straight to Ruan. Gusto's going to get it. Malo Gusto running through their defense. Going to find Bruno Thiago once again. And he's going to go back to Mateus Nunes. Into Luka Karna. Back to Nunes. Into Thiago. Not getting many runners, but there's Pedro Gonçalves. Good God, Pedro. Why can he not score? He has 17 finishing. I've never seen an attribute be as much of a lie as his 17 finishing. We've got a deep free kick now. Lucas Dean, back post. No one even tries to go up for it. I mean, got to say, the ball in was not very good. Now they're looking to counterattack. Nicolas Gonzalez is running out of our fence. We're getting men back, but they've got men flooding into the back post. He puts a ball to the back post. We might be in a little bit of a danger. It's going to go back to him. He's still got a man wide open at the back post. Fortunately, Ruan's able to drop off and head it away. That was very dangerous. But Tottenham still have the ball. Harry Kane. It's going to be Nicolas Gonzalez, and they nearly take the lead. And to be one of the most undeserved Champions League leads I've ever seen. 3 minutes added on. Please give us a highlight. We have absolutely destroyed them. Just one of the most one-sided knockouts I've ever seen. And yet we cannot freaking score. Why does this always happen? I don't understand. We can have 50 goal scorers, like 50 goal a season goal scorers in our front three. And we can still have 30 shots on target and not score a goal. I've made some changes to the tactic. I've actually gone with the midfield I've never really tried before. You know, no real defensive player. Mateus Nunes on the defensive role, playing as a deep-lying playmaker. But I wanted to bring in Tabata. I mean, of all the midfield options we had, I think he's the one that could be a game changer. He's on there next to Gonzalez. And I'm actually going to move Gonzalez to an attacking midfielder now. Be a shadow striker. We need goals. We've got 3 minutes left, a little bit under 3 minutes. And if we don't get a win from this, it'll be absolutely horrific. Because we have absolutely destroyed them. I mean, if they score a goal, I might cry. And I'm going for this. They've not done anything. They've not done anything. So I'm going for this. We're going attacking. We're going direct. We are hitting early crosses. Taking long kicks. to, I guess, I've also brought in Oscar Gonzalez because Sesko was awful. So, I mean, I don't think there's not really a huge target man for me to aim for right now. So I'll just take long kicks. He can kind of make the decision where to go. Do I make the defensive line as high as possible? I think that might be a little too risky. I'm going to get stuck in because we have no yellow cards. I've taken off Malagusto. All right, we got 3 minutes. Just give me a highlight. Hopefully it won't be for Tottenham, but just give me a highlight. But it's not going to happen. We're going to draw a match 0-0 that we've had 30 shots in. 30! I don't understand.
You've previously seen your team hit the woodwork an inordinate number of times in a match, and remarkably, it happened again today. You must feel incredibly frustrated at not being able to secure the win as a result.
I still can't believe what happened. I'm not sure how we didn't win that match by 4 or 5 goals, but we can only point the finger at ourselves. Our finishing today was unacceptable.
How good was Jurgen Kocher out there today?
I mean, he had a bunch of saves, but I feel like we made things easy on him. His saves were pretty routine. I've never seen a team that can have matches like this so consistently. It happens so many times every single year, and I don't know what to do. Sesko's now 7 matches without a goal, so unless he gets back-to-back hat tricks in our next 2 league games, he is benched for the second leg. It's going to be Oscar Gonzalez's job, for now at least. Sesko is just not good enough. He's getting a fair number of assists, but he's been awful in front of goal. And just like a couple of years ago, before we had Thiago and before we had Karna, he was scoring 40 goals a season. What changed? We've got 2 league games before our next leg against Tottenham against Pacos and Guimarães. But then we're back for the home leg in the first knockout round against Tottenham. If we don't win this one, I might pull a work the space and just resign. All right, it's time to hopefully not get knocked out of the Champions League by Tottenham. After having 30 shots against them and scoring 0 goals, we've played 2 games and we've scored 8. 6 of them didn't come in 1 game though. Played 2 league games, first against Pacos, and we scored 6. They had a sending off as well, so 5 of those came after the sending off. But we were 1-0 up at that point and we were dominating. Oscar Gonzalez got a hat trick. I think we might not have a new starting striker. Sesko might no longer be our starter. We then played Guimarães, and Sesko actually did finally score. In 7 games without scoring, he actually scored and got an assist. But by the 60th minute, he had no goals, and he had 3 shots that had hit the woodwork. I just thought it was just not his season, not his career, I guess. He just couldn't score. The game had decided he wasn't supposed to score. But then 6 minutes later, he finally gets a goal, a header from a cross, and he gets an assist for Bruno Thiago's goal as well. So we can score. We know we can score, but can we do it against Tottenham? We kind of need to. Fortunately, the squad we've got is full strength. We are going with, I think, what our best squad is right now, including Gonzalez over Sesko. So the front 3 of Karna, Thiago, and Gonzalez. Nunez, Gonzalez, Palhinha comes back after a suspension in the midfield. Lucas Digne left back, Gusto at right back, Ruan Inacio, and then Horazo in net. Which leaves on the bench Franjic, Weigl, Berganza, Tabata, Asugo, Santos, and Benjamin Sesko, just in case one of the front 3 isn't cutting it. He did just score, so I have a little bit more faith in him than I did about 20 minutes ago. I want you to pick up where you left off last time out. We know we can score goals, so I hope you've brought your shooting boots today, because we're going to need it. If we don't score, we're going to be one and done in this competition. And I don't think I need to tell you that that cannot happen. Our first highlight's about 10.5 minutes in. It's going to start with us. Gonzalez is going to go all the way back to Horazo. He's going to play it out to Gonzalo Inacio, and we're going to look to build. Inacio running through the middle, looks for Luca Karna, heads it down to Thiago, but he gets cleared away, but we're going to get it right back. Palhinha finds Malagusto. Through to Pedro Gonzalez, back to Malagusto, and he's going to put a ball in. Thiago, not going to win it, but it's going to fall to Luca Karna, and Luca Karna gets yet another goal. We finally score against Tottenham. It only took, 3 shots this time. That's a massive improvement. We take the lead, a little over 10 minutes in. Malagusto getting the assist. Thiago doesn't even try to win it, but Mara Demiral doesn't win it, and it falls to the foot of Luca Karna. That seems to happen a lot for us. We have a lot of highlights just like that. And we got another throw in now, 15 minutes, starting at the right side again. Malagusto, into João Palhinha, Mateus Nunez, into Thiago, holding it up, find Oscar Gonzalez, who finds Luca Karna for a second. That looked weird. What a tackle, but that looked very strange. João Palhinha, we can still score a goal here. Mateus Nunez finds Luca Karna, looks for Oscar Gonzalez, in amazing form right now. He's going to find Bruno Thiago. I think we have a new front 3. Oscar Gonzalez, Bruno Thiago, and Luca Carna. The region strike triplet? Trio? I think trio is the better word. It's the strike trio of all regions. Oscar Gonzalez with the ball in. Thiago, not known for his aerial presence. Good header, though. And there's going to be a kickoff highlight. Are they going to get one back, or are we just going to absolutely destroy them? Because I would prefer the latter. I'm going to play down to his left-hand side. Marcio knows the team, being from Benfica. I don't know if he really played much for them. They sold him pretty early on. But we do intercept. Malagusto just runs it right into Heung-min Son. Christian Romero is going to go back to their goalkeeper. Had an absolute blinder in our last game. But the ball out isn't very good. Ruan's going to pick it up. And we're going to look to attack once again. Gonzalo Inacio into Mateus Nunez. João Palhinha into Thiago. Looking for Gonzalez. Looking for Pedro Gonçalves. He's going to put it wide. He's going to go wide. Still got a chance, though. Malagusto's on the ball. He's already got one assist. He dribbles around Son, finds Luca Carna, and it is nearly 3-0, only 17 minutes in. And there's yet another highlight. I think we were kind of upset with our performance last time out. We are just blitzing them right now. Mateus Nunez, good tackle, but it's going to fall to João Palhinha. Out to Malagusto. He's had a tremendous game so far. João Palhinha as well. He feels like he's always an option for one of these passes into the middle, which is why I like having a player there with like the hold position, more defensive option, just provides a good option in terms of the pass. And Pedro Gonçalves, good option in front of goal, apparently. He hasn't been recently. Missed a lot of chances in that last game against Tottenham, but he doesn't miss this one. Is that Malagusto? Does he get that assist again? I know he's the one that had the ball in, but did it go directly to Gonçalves or did it take a deflection? It took a deflection. Looks like it went off of Oscar Gonzalez to Pedro Gonçalves, and it's 3. And there's yet another kickoff highlight. They're already dead? Like, come on. If we make it 4-0, they should just, like, walk away. Just leave the stadium. Like, this is over. Okay. I don't like getting embarrassed on the national stage, so I'm just going to leave. But I'm loving this. Pedro Gonçalves. We are playing the ball so well right now. Nice ball over the top. Thiago. Bruno Thiago looking for a second. Good save. Luca Carna is not going to keep it in, but we're going to have a corner. We're pretty good from corners as well. Not as good without Benjamin Sesko on the pitch, but he seems to miss a lot of them anyway, so I don't know if it's a huge difference. And it's going to be headed away Vlahovic. He should be fit for this match, back and healthy, but we haven't seen him once so far. What, things were going too well, and the game just had to smite me, or smite Pedro Gonçalves to be specific? That's annoying. The smart move would bring on Bruno Tabata. He's the best player of our midfielders we got on the bench. But the Guilherme Santos lover in me, with a 3-0 lead, says, let's give the youngster a run out in the Champions League. Got a highlight. Throw in from this left-hand side. 31 minutes in. Ball to the back post. Ruan, if he's onside, that's 4. I'm not sure if he is or not. Literally, no idea. Would be nice for Ruan to get a goal, though. I think it is. I'm just going to go out there and say I think it is, and it is. It's 4-0. We're 31 minutes in. We had 30 shots and scored 0 goals. We now have 11 shots and 4 goals. Explain that. This team is just a freaking roller coaster of emotions. 40 minutes in, and it's 5. Like, Oscar Gonzalez gets a goal, got an assist, now he gets a goal from the corner. I don't understand. This team makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Somebody explain this team to me, because I've never seen a team like this in Football Manager. And after dominating the first half in the last leg, but having it in 0-0, we've dominated the first half in this leg, and it's 5-0. And there's going to be a highlight immediately at the start of the second half. We're 50 seconds in. Carna, back post, and it's 6. Like, somebody put in that, isn't it a Simpsons meme? Like, please stop, they're already dead.
Go. It's all just an act.
Stop! Stop! He's already dead.
Like, good God. I mean, I know Tottenham aren't great, but come on, they need to win something. I don't know if they've won silverware in this save, probably not, but they're definitely not winning the Champions League this year. I can say that for sure. Dude, how many kickoff highlights are we going to have? This is the 3rd kickoff highlight. We're up 6-0, and we might make it 7-0. This team is just on a freaking mission right now. Demiral or Tottenham could get one back, which would only be a consolation, because if they come back, I guarantee I'm going to resign, retire, and just give up YouTube forever, because I'm apparently the worst manager of all time. Vlahovic finally has a shot on goal for Tottenham, but good save from Giovanni Herrazzo, and that's how the highlight ends. This would have been the perfect occasion to bring on Nick Cooper. Unfortunately, I decided not to put him on the bench because I didn't expect us to be winning 6-0 after 68 minutes. But so he'll still have to wait to make his live comm debut. Don't worry, he will appear in a video. It's just gonna, I have to find the right situation. He did actually play the last 2 games we played in the league. He just isn't guy I really prefer in this Champions League match where we're 0-0 and everything on the line. But we've got a corner now, 68 minutes in. Lucas Dean also picked up a little bit of a knock just a little bit ago, so Braganca's come in. Hopefully it's not too serious. That looks like how it's going to end. After the 75th minute, I pulled everything back, stopped pressing, stopped everything, looked to just hold on to the ball, waste time. I didn't want to we have completely embarrassed Tottenham, but I didn't want to completely humiliate them, which I think is a little bit worse than embarrassing them. But yeah, that was pretty amazing. I think that has to be our biggest margin of victory in a Champions League knockout single game in this save. Just a dominant performance after really not very impressive one in the first leg.
How big is this result given the wider context?
You know what? It's a really huge result because we did all the things we have to do in order to win and got our rewards.
You've been on a good run lately, but that was something else.
Yeah, I mean, myself, our coaches, and our players all know that this is what we're capable of. But you still don't go into a Champions League knockout expecting to win by this kind of margin. All the praise goes to the players, though. They were tremendous today.
There seems to be a real buzz around the team at the minute. How far can that take you?
Good morale and team spirit is so important, but there's still no replacement for hard work. And that's going to be key if we're going to keep this run going. Well, that was fun. I think we showed in the first leg what we could do if we could actually finish our chances. And then we actually finished our chances. And we smashed Tottenham in a Champions League knockout 6-0. That was crazy. Unfortunately, Pedro Gonçalves did go down, and the injury is pretty major. Hip injury. He's out 8 to 9 weeks. So he's probably going to be missing the quarterfinal of the Champions League, which is not great, especially depending on who we get. Lucas Dean, though, not as bad, 1 to 3 days. And then Malo Gusto gets man of the match, 9.1 average rating. Really good game from him. He is such a good player. In terms of the Champions League, not all the games have been played yet. Just us and Manchester United are done. They beat Feyenoord, expectedly. But there's some more games tomorrow. Bayern, Barcelona, Liverpool, Real Madrid. Real Madrid with a 2-0 lead over Liverpool. And then Bayern, Barcelona is 1-1. But then there's a pretty big gap till the next games. The 13th, we have Inter, Benfica, and PSG, Man City. With Man City over PSG 3-1. Benfica losing to Inter 5-3 in the first leg. And then the day after that, there's Chelsea, Ajax. Currently tied 1-1. And then Juventus, Leipzig. Leipzig up 4-1. So I think the knockouts, the quarterfinals of the knockouts, is going to be a surprise. And that's going to be next episode. The first game is on the 3rd. So we've got, 3 games in between. So yeah, who we're going to get, it's going to be a surprise. Hopefully it's one of the easier ones, like Leipzig. Based on what we know already, like Leipzig look like they're probably through. Would love that. Just don't want Manchester United. I'm expecting Liverpool to come back, so I don't want Liverpool. And I don't want Man City. Anyone else? We know we can beat Inter. Would not like to have Chelsea. Would prefer Ajax, but Chelsea's probably going to be the one going through. And I'd be okay with whoever gets through this time. So as long as we don't get one of the English teams, we should be okay. But the odds are we're going to get one of the English teams. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. Watching a team that can go from Sunday League caliber in front of goal to world class in front of goal at a moment's notice. I don't understand either. Next episode, there's going to be more Champions League football. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I mean, if we play like we did in the second leg, we could beat anybody. Play like we did in the first leg, we can lose to anybody. So who knows what to expect. Guess that's part of the fun. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.